don't overtax your left leg. Just keep a little more weight this way. Keep it large. All right. Let's go to the quarter line. Get a leg here. Walk leg over. Sit up, half ball. Outside elbow, bend it. Good. Outside elbow, bend it. And one step at a time. Don't squeeze her right over. Squeeze her one step, foot off. One step, foot off. One step, foot off. Good. Otherwise, they have to resist that inside leg to save their balance. Does that make sense? Sorry again? So when you ask her to do that leg up the quarter line, put your inside leg on and now take it off. Inside leg on a little stronger and take it off. Take it off. There you go. Yeah. One step at a time. So make the leg build one step at a time. Does that make sense? What time are we at?
I think you 10 minutes.
Okay.
Is this okay?
We'll just wait if that's okay. Just monitor or cover me if I have someone lunging with someone riding. Because if she hits the fan, it's pretty bad. Yeah. Very cute. So sit up tall, half halt, and then ask, and then sit up tall, take the leg off, rebalance, and then ask, and then sit up tall, rebalance, and ask. And you ask for a little bit of flexion, little half halt, and then step over. So each step is measured, balanced, and controlled as you go to the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so she doesn't just drift over.
Yeah, so little flexion to the left, not just place your neck to the left. And then wait, and then, yeah, one step at a time. So go on straight if you get stuck. Continue straight, get her straight. And then inside leg, half over. And then sit up, half up. If you're not forward, over. Good. And then go half up, not forward, over. Yeah. And then why you move your leg over because the leg doesn't front and back. Leg out at the trot is easier because it's 2 feet. Leg off. Quarter line. Eyes up. Stay over. Okay, over and off. Half hold, over and off. She can't be right. So measure trot a little bit. Flexion, half hold, and over. Flexion, half hold, and over. Flexion, half hold, and over. And honestly, that's a better start than just kind of flying to the wall. Yeah, and one step over at a time. And if she ever loses balance, abort the leg build and just keep going straight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or put her onto a circle. Give her from her rattle on that other side. Bend her outside elbow. Come here for a second. You're going to shorten your range. And when you want to give her a half halt, sit up, and then bend your elbow, and then root that in there. Okay. And then you supple here, big flex, go up, and then you bend like this, you squeeze the hand, and then you can so bend, squeeze the hand, and that half halt is rooted in your feet. Does that make sense? And then you're not pulling.
It'll be a while before I can actually do it. But
You have been.
okay.
You just got to do it when it's time. Good for you. Now bend your right elbow. Take a breath. And, yeah, well, the half holt's working. Talk yourself through it. Flexion, half halt, and over. Open your right leg just a bit. Flexion, half say over to her. Do you say over on the cross
I
side?
do.
Yeah. So this time, talk to her so you're breathing. And a little half hold, say over. Half hold. We're running. She knows she can avoid the ass with a run, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yes. Half hold. And then over again. Half hold. And you get these to compress her stride that much more, and you can do that over time. Compress her stride that much more so that she can sit a little bit and balance that. Half hold, half hold. So she's reading that inside leg as speed up, okay?
Okay.
Give her a half hold and pose in your rhythm. There. Now, don't speed up. Half hold, don't speed up. Say over. There. There. That's fine. She doesn't need to run through it. And sit and walk. If you want to lunge at the top there. Oh, yeah. What time do you think your mommy's finishing up? I don't know what. 40. You got 5 minutes? Did you want to do a little lunge where you walk to the center? Do you have that in you? Yes. It's nice because it's hard, but it's a different kind of hard.
It's
so,
different, too.
Yeah.
And it's been something I've played with.
So little tricks for training the lead changes, right? It's like training yourself to that front foot. Because that's also when you cue for when you're in the canter, if you're going to cue for a lead change, is when you see that inside foot coming down.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people are a little behind or a little early on asking for lead changes, but if you can train your walk canter transitions that way, it makes lead changes a hell of a lot easier. Because you actually kind of know the timing of it at that point. Try not to lean off the left side of her. And then have an idea of when that inside pressure is up.
There.
Now. Now. And then you can even cue it in that moment. I mean, that's a trick too. That's hard, right? Bring it nice and tall. Now. Steady. Yeah. Bring her down. And then down to the walk. It's called progressive transition, right? Where you go from canter to cross, walk.
Yeah, and that's what I've been playing at.
Yeah, and so walk to canter is a non-progressive transition because you're skipping the trot, right? So if you do a canter to, walk to canter, then eventually try to finish it with a canter to walk. But again, it's all based in that timing, right? When you did your half wall backwards. Yeah! Good girl!
Good girl.
And then just let her come down and give her a pat because you did it. More.
That is so cool.
So the downshift is exactly the same. If you just time that wowie, you'll get the canter walk no problem.
Yeah.
And you won't get hauled around.
Yeah.
Tact and timing. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I bet that felt good.
Yeah. Yeah, that really did.
It's really cool though, like the timing, and you go like, hey, the happy horses have riders with like incredible timing. Because then the aid only has to last a second.
Yeah. This is the one that I was saying to start with like easiest.
It almost looks like that. It looks like you're putting a cookie right now or something in the title. He's a lap pony. He looks like he would just sit on the couch and watch TV with you every night if he could.
That's appropriate for accessible.
Or like sleep or sleep at the end of the bed, right? You've got some that you're like, please engage with me, please love me.
Breeze is all about her person.
So when I see you at a show, I expect to see that stretchy trot.
Yes.
Because I know it's in there.
Yes, it's,
And if it's not, then I will mark it
pressure's on
harshly.
there.
Uh-oh.
We're tied down.
But we gave you sea legs, I'm sorry.
The thing she's
I've fallen right under her stomach and she goes, you're an idiot.
Well, I got a new pair of, this was years ago, I had a new pair of like the stiff dressage boots, and I went to get off my 18-hand horse and hit the ground, and just on like the wrong angle, couldn't save it, and it was just like a slow motion timber sideways, so embarrassing. Woo! Getting higher, I can do it. So is that like a dun, or is that buckskin, the sooty buckskin?
She's a dun.
Can't hear her feet either, can you? Well done, Margaret.
Thank you.
Little dancing on yours.
Yes. That is a bucket list item. Door, yeah.
She thinks she's so fresh, doesn't she? You can't take away my friend. But technically, right, if you're competing in training level, then you should be schooled first. Second, yeah. Then, you know, your horse isn't overstimulated and overwhelmed, and you're not over. Now, it gets tricky when it's third level and you pay lead changes on your horse, because they have the stage really getting like an automatic lead change, and then doing the counter cancer work in the second level gets a little difficult when they're like an insert lead change, and because you don't want to get them in trouble in a sense when it's a young lead change, because you're excited that you're even getting one.
I can see it on the
Yeah. But if you don't take the time in second to train your counter cancer, then you pay for it, because you end up someone at Free St. George that can't do the counter cancer portion after your pirouette, and you don't win. So counter cancer is a big, important thing that a lot of people skip.
But it can't. That first level is a lot of
Second, about your second level, your counter cancer.
part of it.